Afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Oh yeah, it's me, Tom, coming at you at the off-grid farm. Sorry, this is not an action video, but hardly any of my videos are, as you already know. I just like to talk a lot and just do videos and have fun with it. That's right, have fun with it. All right, here's what's going on. You know the big saga of the cows? Well, that problem has been solved. That's right. The little calf is not coming over here anymore. So when I put that hydraulic thumb on, I decided to come on down back here to the back 2 acres and start doing some work. Number one, I've had this big ass old dead tree standing by the pond for a long time. So I decided to go ahead and do something about it. It took a little bit to get it out, and it's a big ass old tree. And I got a couple more I got to knock down, but this was the start of it, and this is the one I really had to focus on. And what I'm going to do, of many projects that I've got to do, is I'm going to expand this pond. Now that it's holding water pretty well, and it's not draining off as bad as it used to, it's starting to kind of seal. I went ahead and dug way down and got it to where I basically doubled the size of it, because it was really not that big. And it's still not really that big. But as you can tell, it's holding water and it's real muddy in here. Came up and of course just back scraped all this, cleaning it up, mounding it up, cleaning out the trench or the washout ravine here. And eventually start cleaning this back up again over here. Created me a little bridge, a little small one, just something to walk over. Nothing crazy. But you can see I've been working this property line down here. Now, a lot of people said, well, you know, this other land for sale over here, you know, you're dumping trash and stuff over there. But let me tell you something, guys. I've been out here 7.5 years, and not once have I ever have met the new owner, which is the sister. She's not the new owner, she's just one of the owners, because the original owner, he died. Now, they dump trash back here forever. All the relatives, okay? They've been dumping trash back here for years and years and years. This is all their crap. You see, look at all that metal, tires, there's engine blocks, there's just all kinds of crap on the property line. And do you think for 1 second they're going to do anything about it? Hell, they haven't done anything about it for 30 damn years. That's right. They basically, the relatives here have abandoned this land for years. Ever since the grandmother died, which was back, from what I think one of them told me, she died 30-something plus years ago. The grandmother, the original Maggie Curry. This is part of the Maggie Curry estate. Well, Maggie, she died, and all the relatives just abandoned the land. They didn't want to have nothing to do with this place. And they had over, 60-something acres. Well, all they have left is 15 acres right over there. They got it subdivided down to 5.19 acres that they're selling off, and they're still the other oldest brother owns the other part of the land, and he's not going to do anything with it. He's just sitting on it, okay? Because he thinks some developer is going to come in here. I promise you, there's nobody coming in here to buy this land up, because it's really worthless. This part of the land over here behind me is worthless. I wish I could say anything different, but it's not worth what the topography, the way this huge monstrous ditch back there and this huge washout half the land, you can't build on it and you can't do nothing with it, okay? And it doesn't perk back here, so there's nothing you can do with it, okay? That's the moral of the story. So all I'm doing is clearing my land, and when we get on the property line, when I'm on the property line, I'm giving them their trash back. That's all I'm doing. Now, whether or not that's morally correct or immoral, I don't know what to tell you. But you know what? I've never had anybody challenge me. Not saying one day they won't, but I got an excavator. Hell, I'll drag some of the shit back over here and burn it. What the hell? I don't care. See? You know, see there, that's an official property line stake right there, okay? And this is their stuff. I mean, you see, and there's metal all up in here. There's wire. You know, there's all kinds of shit. So if you look down this property line, look straight down. This is mine. That's theirs. I'm just splitting right down the middle and throwing it over. That's all I'm doing, okay? Nothing crazy. It's not like I'm going up into the woods over here and then just keep dragging it back and dragging it back. I'm not doing that. And I did the same thing over there too. You know, with the new neighbors over there that owns all the damn farm animals up there that keep getting on my property. But anyway, I digress. So yes, cleaning this up a little bit, piling it up, building it up on this side, because this over here was really low. In fact, you can imagine it was way down here before I started this whole project. That's the high side over there. So I have to equal whatever height that is over here. I'm basically going to transfer it, and you can see the mound. You can see it. See how I'm working it? And then that way, I don't get this massive washout that comes down, and it always came and trekked through here. So trying to make that a little bit more workable. Here's my little bridge. All right, let's walk on it. I know, it looks pretty scary to me. Uh-oh, pretty stable. But yeah, there's my funky pond. I think it's polluted. Now it's just full of mud. But you can see how I bermed that hill and cut way back up into it. I got a low spot right here I got to build up. And then eventually bring it up to where once this thing ever kind of fills up, you know, it'll be about 5 or 6 feet deep in here, you know. Oh, let me get off this thing before I fall. But yeah. Finally, the weather's going to get warmer starting Wednesday. Thank God. But yeah, over in this corner, this is where the little cow kept coming out of this fenced area over here. And, you know, I know it's real tough on these folks over here because it's just really the husband and wife and 2 small kids, and they're dealing with all these farm animals. They're dealing with all this other situation. And I mean, I get it. But, you know, I had to put my foot down the other day. That's all I had to do is just look. We can't do this anymore, folks. We just can't do this anymore. And thank God. Okay. Well, there you go. See? They put up a fence. How hard was that? See? The chicken wired it all the way up to the barn up there. Perfect. All right. Of course, they left their little toy here. I'll throw this back over. There you go. Little baby stroller. And this is my T-post here. Go ahead and pull it out of the ground. Yeah, there we go. Put it back where it was. And I'm slowly cleaning up back here. Can't remember exactly where it was, but let's just stick it right there for temporary. Came back here and trekked through here and recreated this road again because it was really overgrown back here during the spring and summer and in the fall. So I want to always, you know, keep this established back here Because one day I'd like to gravel this and get it squared away and then do something back here, which like I said, I don't know if I'm going to or not. I just haven't got that in the plans because everything takes time and money and takes energy. And I got time, I got money, and sometimes I've got the energy to do everything, but you know, I have to prioritize a lot of things that I do in my life. Because at 64, I don't want to go overboard on anything. You know, go to extremes to the point where I say, you know what, I should have never started or invested in that project, and then get to a point where I abandon it and I don't follow through with that project. That's kind of my main concern, because I just don't want that to happen. But yeah, you can see the nice opening down here, man. I mean, this would just be a great little place for a cabin back here, but I'm going to put that on the burner. It's just not going to happen, man. You know, on my big pile of rocks. But yeah, finally, the sun. It's getting warm again. Thank God. We got 2 more days of cold weather, and then we got we're going back in the 50s again, starting Wednesday. I went, of course, this is the end of the month. I went up to the hospital, resubmitted a few bids for power washing, and I've got the parking deck. I've got it already done. It's under contract, so I'll be back out on the 14th to knock that big project out, and then wait for the residential calls, because usually right around February the 15th when I start getting busy again. Always between, you know, mid-January till about now, you know, it slows up a little bit. Last week, I went on 5 service calls, which that was great. But really, the season doesn't kick off until it starts getting warm, when people get outside and start doing their projects, you know, on their houses. But I'm going to end the video right here. Just want to give you an update. The excavator works good. The hydraulic thumb works perfect. I worked it for a couple hours down here on the pond. And I did a lot of research on this barn dominium. I did a lot of research on it. And it's still in the works. I've got proposals right now for concrete for the slab. I've already got the bid in for the building. And right now, the only problem is I can't physically go down to Hillsboro, planning for, you know, pulling permits and planning, because they're not doing any in-person interviews right now. So I'm gonna have to wait on that a little bit before I can tackle that situation. But you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned. And oh man, I wish I can go out here and get a tan. I need a tan. That's what I need. But I'll talk to you guys later. You know what to do. Tom out of here on the off-grid farm. Taking one day at a time.